Hello everybody. I promised someone I would make this video, so I'm going to make this video. Just going to do a rundown on what I'm taking with me. So, chapstick. This is a shovel. It weighs as much as a quarter. It's kind of a very lightweight. This right here is kind of hard to use with one hand. It's a handle for a pot. So I'll show you my pot, some cleaning pads and a towel for cleaning stuff, scrubbing, waterproof matches, lighter, spoon, a very lightweight spoon. It looks really durable, but it looks pretty thick, but this is actually like really lightweight. Seasoning packets. These are courtesy of Shauna. Thank you a lot. I'm actually taking these with me. I've got some chili powder, salt, pepper, more pepper, and a lightweight titanium pot, very lightweight, and a lid. I have these are my socks right here. These are actually liners, so you put these on, and then you wear the socks, and then you are immune to blisters. It's the best thing. And I have, you can take 2 pairs of each. Water bottle. I have 2 of these, and then I have a water pouch, which holds, I think, 2 liters. So I'll have a total of 4 liters of carrying capacity of water. I may bring more for certain stretches where I know there's not going to be that much water, mostly in the beginning of the trip, in the desert section, between here and Kennedy Meadows, which is in the Sierras. GoPro with a really short 6-inch charging cable. Headlamp, just at night, super bright. Although, funnily enough, with the headlamp, I actually have to wear a hat and then put the headlamp on top of the hat because it actually shines kind of like out in an area around it, and it hits my glasses on the inside and then reflects back into my eyes. So if I'm not wearing a hat, I can't actually see at night while I'm using this. I'm going to tie these around my hammock straps so that when it rains, the water will run down the cord, hit these, and then drip off rather than flow down into my hammock, which is where I'll be sleeping, and it would suck to get really wet. Stakes. This is for my tarp, which I may have to use quite a bit just because it'll rain. Which will also kind of become an impromptu tent sometimes because I may not find trees in the beginning. I'm expecting to sleep on the ground probably a lot for the first 700 miles. Probably about half to 2/3 of the days I'll be sleeping on the ground, and I'll be using these in combination with my walking poles, which are really big, but you guys have probably seen me with these before. These only weigh 8 ounces each, so they're extremely lightweight. They're the same ones the Olympic athletes use to like do the speed running of mountains and stuff. I got them on sale a few years ago. They were a couple generations old, and so they were selling them for like 80% off. I got a solar panel right here, super lightweight. This weighs 8 ounces. The walking poles, they weigh 8 ounces total, so they're 4 ounces each. It's actually really light. That's only 1/4 of a pound. This solar panel has a USB charging plug on it. It says it's waterproof. It charges in full sunlight in the morning and the evening. I tested it. It charges at the same speed as if you just plugged your phone into the wall. So it's pretty good. COVID mask. A candle. This is for like emergency situations. There's some random stuff. It should be in your 10 essentials. This is a mirror. It's part of your 10 essentials kit. Paper, part of your 10 essentials. I have a toothbrush, which I may make a new one because I actually would like one with a longer handle. I might grind one down on the grinder outside. I think it sat on the candle a little bit, so it has some red wax on it. Flosser. Pencil, important to be part of your 10 essentials. You need this just in case you need to leave notes. That's what the whole paper and pencil is, just in case you need to get rescued or something. Compass. Micro SD chip for my phone or GoPro. I'm going to take some emergency cash. My permit for hiking the trail, which I have to have. Non-laminated paper. It seems kind of ridiculous, but because you're going to get wet a lot, I think. Some lightweight waterproof headphones. This is a stove. These like fold out. It hooks on to this bottle right here. You just plug it into this hole and then turn the knob and then you light it. The fuel flows down into this cup down here into the bottom, pools there, and then you light it, and then there's these little holes all the way around it. And it comes out little jets. Like a lot of little jets. And then personally, this isn't in the traditional emergency, 10 essentials kit, but this one weighs quite a bit. It's like 3 or 4 quarters, but it's an emergency blanket. It's actually just plastic with aluminum on it, but it reflects heat really good. This will save your life. Yeah, if you're going hiking and you're not bringing 10 essentials, I recommend just throwing one of these into your like grab bag, because at night this will keep you alive, especially because most of us live here in the desert. This is actually a heat shield that goes around your stove and the pot. Reflects the heat to heat your stuff up with using less fuel. Medical kit. I added some extra stuff in here. The extra stuff is mostly like poison ivy pads. This is a water pump. You throw one end into the water. This end kind of like floats so it doesn't get into the mud. And then this other end I plug into my pack or into my water bottles. And rope. This is paracord 550, so 550 pound strength. It's mostly going to be used. It is an emergency stuff because you should always have some extra emergency rope. But it's also going to be used as my guy line for my hammock tarp. Sleeping pad. These things, Jack has one just like it. He has the uninsulated one. This is the insulated, so it's 4 seasons for the snow. These things, I don't even bottom out on it, and I weigh quite a bit, so they're pretty amazing, and they're very comfortable. Hammock tarp. We've got my hammock, and my sleeping bag's actually over there. It's all poofed out, so it stays nice. I have this charging cable for my phone, and then it has this little plug. This is not the right cable. I have a different cable, but I'm not going to be taking this cable. But it's similar to the cable I'm taking. And then this is a waterproof sack for when I have to do water crossings. I'm going to put my sleeping bag and a pair of clothes in that just in case I get completely soaked or fall into the river or whatever. My food mostly be in Ziploc baggies, so I'm not really worried about that. Speaking of food, we have this is a bear can, and that's what I'll be taking. Well, now I don't see it. Well, I had a clip with some washers on it over here somewhere, which I'll be taking. And the washers you use to unlock these. So like this is green for unlock, this is red for a lock. I'm actually can just use my fingernails So once I get it into the unlock position, then I can push this button and it will open. This makes it so that when I'm asleep, the bears don't come and run off with my food, or if I go on a day hike. It's pretty beat up. I don't think the bears actually have interacted with both of these cans before. Mostly licking, because they'll lick around it while trying to push the buttons on the top to see if people left it unlocked, and then they weren't able to do that. So, and then I've got my tree straps, extra wide. Once I lose some weight, I'll probably replace a lot of my sleeping setup just because it weighs a lot, because that's for heavier guys. Is a mosquito net for my head. You just put this over your hat so that there's some space between you. It weighs like almost nothing. I've got a big poncho. This is just for the rain, and then once I get my tarp set up at night, it'll go over my pack to keep that dry. Lightweight down jacket, 900 fill. That's pretty much it. And then, of course, my backpack over here, and my boots, size 15 and a half. So I had to special order these boots. So I'm probably going to wear through 2 or 3 pairs of boots on this trip. I'm not looking forward to that part. So I have to special order them in advance. I also have a pair of backpacking sandals. And they have really, really heavy duty grips on the bottom. And then they also have ankle support. Let me see if I run out here and show you guys. So they are heavier than, a lot of water crossing shoes, but they have this really, really crazy grip. It's not quite boot level, but it's almost there. And then your ankles actually sit right here where these tabs are. And so you don't slide side to side. And I thought this would be abrasive when I first tried it, but I can walk up and down like nearly vertical slopes in these, and I don't slide around at all. So that's gonna be my water crossing shoes / emergency shoes for when my boots eventually wear out. And other than that, I got some clothes. Oh, I forgot to show you one more thing that I think is cool. Let me go back to the living room. Is this green blanket. It's actually just a bunch of merino wool. And that will be a shemagh, which is a Middle Eastern head wrap. I'm going to use that to hide from the sun. It also makes a nice blanket or towel. So that's going to be my towel and blanket, like just emergency blanket option for drying off and whatnot. So that's pretty much all my gear, I think. Can't think of anything else. Yep, that's it. Other than, my clothes, I'll take 2 pair of clothes, one for, when I get dry, or one for when I get wet, and I'll switch it into the other ones. So, anyways, that's it.